Purple.
Yeah, that made less sense actually. I don't even know. Like I can't.
Okay.
Oh, the cat. Okay. I was gonna say your mouth is so full of food, like incomprehensible. Actually, that test that Trump was talking about.
Yeah.
He took it. I don't know the name of it. He took it at like some kind of like famous medical. Oh. Did I knock you off?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Why? Dude, fuck off. my tires, dude. Fuck you.
You built on them.
Why do you have to be obnoxious?
I don't know. It's my personality. Why did you fall for it?
I didn't. That's all your illusion. This is just like a charity act on my part, actually.
Oh, okay. Like the best thing in my mind is when you shout stuff like that. Like, this is exactly how you yelled, "I want cake." This is exactly how you yelled. Why do you have to be obnoxious? Like when you yell in that kind of tone, like it's so good to my brain.
Yeah, like making me exasperated is so fucking good in your brain. Fucking sadistic person.
I mean, we've established that by now, I think, so shouldn't be too much of a surprise.
Yeah, I mean, why am I even like pointing that out? So,
yeah,
from a surprise.
Exactly. Alright, well, we'll try to land somewhere different. I always land on that top building thing. Yeah, I was gonna say.
So the cognitive test.
Yeah, that thing. Before I was accused of being obnoxious, which really I'm not.
No.
It was done specifically. I don't know the name of it without looking it up again, but it's like a famous American kind of hospital. But it's a famous American hospital. Literally, if you have like a heart attack or a stroke or something like that, that's where you go. So he took it there. Like if you're taking a cognitive testing, you can take it anywhere. And then people were speculating even further because they were saying that when he went possibly to go take this test, there's like pictures of him like loading into like some kind of limo or like vehicle, but his shirt was open, which maybe suggests like some kind of like cardiac arrest or something like that.
That's quite a speculation.
Yeah. So I wonder if any of that is obviously true.
So why did you feel the need to point out to the ACE the cognitive test?
I don't know, like you can tell it's like some kind of weird, he has to like point out how good he's doing or how healthy he is or...
Yeah, but like wouldn't have erased less suspicion if he just pointed out that he aced the crossword board or something. Like people wouldn't have questioned that.
Maybe. I mean, logically, yeah, but...
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really do anything, it's logic, so...
There's people on the motorboat. They're literally right behind us. Oh, they're driving by. I don't think they're stopping. But yeah, I'm moderately curious about that, and I'm curious about obviously that person surviving, whether or not she can testify.
I was reading that they put her in. They're legitimately afraid that she could die or kill herself, so they put her in like a super safe kind of situation. Like they took away her clothes and like they gave her like paper made clothes or something, so you cannot use them to like hang yourself or something. They're making sure that they put extra guards there. They're making sure that she always has an inmate in her cell and that she's never alone, so she cannot commit suicide.
An
Like they're taking
inmate?
like all the extra precaution.
What do you mean an
Kind
inmate?
of inmate, it's another prisoner.
No, dude, I know that. But I mean, like, what's stopping the inmate from like killing her? Literally.
That's what I mean. But like, they're probably just like making sure. I don't know, dude. They're just monitoring her as close as possible. But like, of course, like they're probably instructing, like the other inmates and stuff to kind of like keep it low key or something.
Well,
like,
see,
keep an eye
that's
on her.
no. Like, that's what I don't get, because one of the articles that I read about it probably a couple of days ago or something at this point, is it came from like a federal judge from America, and he was heavily criticizing how like the New York Police Department or whatever originally handled it, because they were saying like, dude, she's not alone, like she's with like 58 other prisoners or something like
Yeah,
that.
but that's what shouldn't happen. Like, what I don't understand in all this scenario is why can she just be in like isolation?
Literally,
Like
like
instead
that's the
of putting
easiest.
like a fucking it's the easiest way. Like instead of a fucking inmate like randomly being in there's some cell or something, you just put it in isolation, and like you literally put a guard in front of her that doesn't like take off their eyes off of her, like all day, and then they take shift like 8 hours to just like monitor her. Their only job is to monitor her. Like instead of like increasing security all over the fucking like jail or something, just put somebody that literally follows her as a bodyguard or something like that. You put her in like in confinement or something, and you put a guard that literally like monitors her 24/7. What can happen? There's no like at the point there's no like question, because like there's no inmate that could harm her. There's no attempt to suicide or something like that, because like you're literally keeping your eyes on her. Unless they fear like massive corruption within the guard system, which can happen, because like that's exactly what happened with that time probably. But then like however you put it, like nothing can be like a safe solution, I think. Because like either because of corruption or because of again inmates wanting to kind of just like put their hands on her or something like that, or her just decided to peace out and say okay whatever, you know what, maybe it's easier that way. Like there's no safety, because like again I don't fucking know.
He's shooting at us.
Yeah, it's somebody.
But see, like the thing about that was, well, by boat. I don't know where you're going. So where are these dudes then? Oh, it's a shark. Anyway, sorry, the thing about like the other inmate.
Yeah, what about that?
Is the federal judge or whatever was like criticizing how she was not in isolation to begin with. But he said the other thing that's really dangerous about the situation is her just being around other inmates. And his reasoning for that was apparently like within the prison system, he was literally afraid because like they consider her kind of, he called it like literally like a badge of honor. So any prisoner that would kill somebody like high profile like that
Yeah, absolutely.
would be
absolutely.
like, oh, hero within prison.
Yep.
And he's like, don't let her mingle with other prisoners for exactly this reason. Like,
yeah, that can happen. Absolutely. Like that's like probably the first cause of the injury.
yeah, so the fact that
Which
she's
is
in
exactly what they're not avoiding right now.
exactly, so she's in a cell with like another person, like
Yeah. As if that could help like preventing anything, because like if anything, it's going to like have the opposite effect.
yeah, exactly.
Like, she's lucky, I think, because she's a woman, so like women tend to be even like in prison not as brutal as men can be in prison.
No, I would
So
probably agree
that's
with
the
that.
only plus. But I don't know.
Well, she testifies next week, I think, or something.
On the 14th?
Yeah, I think I read 14th as well. So,
Yeah,
and today is the 10th, right? So.
Yep.
So 4 more days. You think she'll do it?
I don't know, but like, see, there was I was watching a video of somebody trying to describe their like her psychological profile and all that stuff, and he read the whole document from like the prosecution and like what the case is based on, and he was saying that like their case like mainly involve things that happened between like say 94 to 99, because like that's probably the most dense period of like activity in between her and Epstein or something like that. But then he was also saying it's kind of weak already, because like you're basically bringing things up from 20 years ago.
Yeah, the statute of limitations is a thing at that point.
Yeah,
Or probably to some extent. Like, I don't know if it applies obviously to like child trafficking, but
I'm not sure about that.
I don't think it does, honestly. But in general, like, you know, like if you assaulted somebody like 20 years ago, there is obviously what's called that statute of limitations thing. So they just can't come back 20 years later and be like, hey, you did this.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, exactly.
But I honestly
then-
don't think. Sorry, you keep going.
Not just that, because like case is kind of weak for that matter, but like what it kind of like I think it could be their main objective anyway. It's more so to gather information rather than actually creating a case against her to have her like convicted or something.
No, yeah, and that's what's probably going to happen because already she was talking about being offered like immunity if she's
Yeah.
willing to talk about everything else that actually
Yeah,
went
yeah,
happened
yeah.
and happened.
Yeah, they're not interested in like convicting her or anything like shit. They just want to kind of like squeeze her until she's got nothing more to say. But
Yeah, well,
even
she's
then it's kind of shitty. Because again, it's still stuff that's from 20 years. It's literally like 20 years old.
well, allegedly, some of it's like from 20 years, but I mean, like that Prince
Well,
Andrew stuff.
their case is mainly based on that. It's not like they're going to like they're not mainly anyway going to focus on like things that happened like 5 years ago or so. So even that, it's kind of weird. But we'll see. Like the number of heads that would fall if something like this goes through, it would be like revolutionary. So I don't know, like even if she stays alive,
Well, 2020 is the year for that to maybe happen with everything else that's happened, literally.
yeah, but like everything bad happened so far, it's honestly positive.
Yeah.
You know, like the first good thing happening.
Oh, there's dudes right on the lake behind us.
Yeah, I see. They didn't see us.
Maybe they just didn't try to shoot us.
No, I don't think this was. We're just roaming around in that thing. Trying to loot the lootable. Where should we go there? Yeah, they're going away.
Well, I'm very curious because, like, even there, I don't think there's like any statute of limitations on like child rape or anything. So if she's willing to basically indict, you know, like all of these people, then it doesn't matter when it happened. Like they'll actively prosecute and try to prosecute them.
Yep.
Because like being a child rapist is like, honestly, or just like a child sex offender is like one of the most heinous things.
Yeah.
You can't just do that and then years pass, because there's like stuff that I read that people have been like charged or prosecuted like 40 years later for stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I highly doubt that that applies in this situation to that extent. At least, well, I mean, like child sex abuse and stuff. Somebody just shot up there. Are they on the hill? They are on the hill. They're up here. Oh, there's people that landed on the helicopter. There's like everybody's here, dude. There's like,
Yeah.
there's still people fighting, I think, there.
Yep.
Dude, look at the mobility of that thing. The guy went flying. That plunger thing is insane.
Yep.
He literally probably just traveled there like 90 feet. And he can't really fly a helicopter. He fell off the mountain. See that?
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't matter. I think they see us. Yeah, they see us.
Nope.
Oh, there must be people.
Yeah, on the other side there. They're trying to get the... Watch out.
What the hell is going on?
For sure.
Why kill anybody when everybody has to kill each other?
Yep. This guy.
Where?
He's going away now. He literally like he literally walked here.
Oh.
I didn't notice.
Oh, 5 left apparently. I wonder if the other guys... Yeah, he's probably dead, I guess, at that point. There's not really a reboot truck that you can use now.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's so quiet.
Yeah.
This is how people play Call of Duty, by the way. I don't see anybody. There's somebody, I think, coming. Maybe not. Is it gonna close around us? I have to move.
Doubt it.
Come on, be nice. Dang.
Of course.
Hey, take the helicopter.
There's somebody with a bunch.
The other guy's behind the tree. It's above you. Hi, friend. We're gonna crawl together. Good job. Can I get under here? I can't. Literally, I cannot. Dude, I'm stuck, but there's...
How are you stuck?
I don't know. I'm stuck.
One person left.
Oh, at least they dropped stuff.
Right here. Okay. There's a bunch of stuff if you want to. Oh, there's actually the plunger here. No, where the fuck is the other person?
Well, I mean, they have to be somewhere.
Really?
Are they hiding?
Possibly. I would hide too. They jumped. 350, 60 or something.
No, they're landing.
Yep. Yep.
We did nothing though. It's just like...
We literally did nothing.
That might have been one of the worst ones, but whatever.
Yeah.